The National Weather Service downgraded the tsunami alert in Hawaii from a warning to an advisory. That warning was issued last night after a massive 8.8 magnitude earthquake off the coast of Russia. Parts of Alaska and the West Coast also were under an advisory. Today, though, experts say they are not expecting a major tsunami and that strong and dangerous currents, though, could still happen along the coast. Water has slowly receded in some parts of Hawaii and people are beginning to return to their homes. But now let's bring in meteorologist Cassie Nall. And Cassie, we've been talking about it. This even registered on equipment here in East Tennessee.
It did. So I want to kind of put this in perspective for everybody. So here's a look at the Pacific Ocean here. There's where the earthquake happened, well off of the coast of Russia near one of the peninsulas. There's the Aleutian Islands for Alaska. And then back here is the west coast of the United States. In East Tennessee, we also registered that energy from that earthquake on the seismograph in Greenback, so down into the valley. I know this is a little confusing when you look at it, but each of these lines represents 15 minutes on the timeline here. That earthquake occurred at about 7:24 p.m. local time last night. It took a little more than 10 minutes for that energy to be transferred through the rocks all the way around the planet and start to register on our seismograph. That's what those big blue squiggles that you see down there are. Isn't that so cool? By the way, for some perspective here with this earthquake, this was the strongest earthquake since the 9.1 magnitude earthquake near Honshu, Japan in 2011. That's the one that affected the Fukushima nuclear power plant. This is also tied for the 6th strongest earthquake ever recorded anywhere on the planet, and records go back to 1900. So that just gives you some perspective on how big and significant that earthquake really was. And we're lucky that there weren't more major impacts. In Hawaii, tsunami waves of about 3 to 6 feet were observed. But again, it could have been so much worse. And we're so glad to hear of no major damage, at least in the U.S. at this point in time.